Good afternoon, friends. It's Miss Schroffnagel. Today we are going to be reading Bringing Down the Moon. This book was written by Jonathan Emmett and illustrated by Vanessa Cabot. This is the cover of our book. This is the spine. This is the back cover. The spine holds in all the beautiful pages. So we are going to open up our book to the table of contents that tells us what is in the book. And we have Bringing Down the Moon on page 4. It is listed as fantasy. That means it's make-believe. It is not a true story. Dedication page to my son Max for the use of his tree from J.E. and for Humphrey, V.C. Title page again, Bringing Down the Moon. Hot diggity, exclaimed Mole as he burrowed out of the ground one night. Whatever is that? The moon was hanging in the sky above him like a bright silver coin. Mole thought it was the most beautiful thing that he had ever seen. Whatever it is, I must have it, Mole said to himself. I know. I'll jump up and pull it down. Thump, thump, thumpity, bump. Mole was so busy jumping that he didn't think about the noise he was making, and he woke up Rabbit in her burrow. Mole, said Rabbit, what on earth do you think you're doing? Hello, Rabbit, said Mole. I'm trying to pull down that shiny thing. You mean the moon? Asked Rabbit. So that's what it's called, said Mole. You'll never do that, said Rabbit. It's not as close as it looks. But Mole would not give up. I know, he thought. I'll get a stick and poke it down. He found a long stick and poked it up at the moon. Swish, swish, swishity swish. Mole was so busy poking that he tripped over Hedgehog and his bed of leaves. Mole, grunted Hedgehog. What are you up to? Hello, Hedgehog, said Mole. I'm trying to poke down the moon. You'll never do that, said Hedgehog. It's not as close as it looks. But Mole would not give up. I know, he thought. I'll throw something at it and knock it down. He found some acorns and threw them at the moon. Plink, plink, plankety, plink. Ouch, said Squirrel. Mole, have you gone nuts? Hello, Squirrel, said Mole. I'm trying to knock down the moon. You'll never do that, said Squirrel. It's not as close as you think. But Mole wanted the moon so badly. I know, he thought. I'll climb a tree and carry it down. Mole had never climbed a tree before. It was hard work, and he was scared to be so far from the ground. But he kept on going until he saw the moon resting in the leaves above him. Mole stretched out his paws, but just when he thought he had the moon, he slipped. Oh, eek, ouch, ooh. Mole tumbled down and landed splash in the middle of a puddle. Pew, pew, pew. Hot diggity drat, thought Mole. I almost had it that time. Oh, but then he noticed something floating in the puddle beside him. It was pale and wrinkled, but Mole recognized it at once. The moon, whispered Mole. It must have fallen down with me. He reached out to pick up the moon, but as soon as he touched it, it broke into pieces and vanished. Mole sat in the puddle and cried. Rabbit, Hedgehog, and Squirrel came running up. Are you all right, Mole? asked Rabbit. right, sobbed Mole. Well, the moon isn't. I pulled it down and then I broke it, and it was so beautiful. And now I'll never see it again. Poor Mole. Oh, Mole, said Rabbit, you couldn't have pulled it down. And you couldn't have broken it, said Hedgehog. And you certainly will see it again, said Squirrel. Look. High up in the sky above them, the moon was coming out from behind a cloud. Oh, whispered Mole, and it's just as beautiful as ever. Mole, Rabbit, Hedgehog, and Squirrel stood up and stared at the moon together. It is beautiful, said Rabbit. Very beautiful, said Hedgehog. Very beautiful indeed, said Squirrel. Yes, said Mole, but it's not as close as it looks. So was that Mole able to get the moon down? I wonder about that. Maybe tonight you guys can look up and see if you can see the moon, if it's not too cloudy out. Make sure you ask Mom and Dad to stay up that late. Okay, friends, till next time.